My mother always tells me a story about how I used to sing everywhere when I was a small child, around 3. The car, the shower, my grandmother's tea parties, you name it, I sang it. And I have not stopped since. As a matter of fact, I've been singing in a choir since the age of 9. Choir experience has taught me so much, and I would like to share some of it with you today. When I hear people say, "You learn something every day," I always smile, because I feel there's a joy in the daily triumphs we all get from learning new things. And choir is actually about learning songs. Every time we practice, we build on knowledge and musicality. But we learn so much more from being in a choir than just the music. First of all, it makes you happier. It's been scientifically proven that it is good for your health. From getting more oxygen into the blood, to increasing the flow of feel-good hormones, to improving mental health. I remember one time I was going to rehearsal with a friend and I asked him, "Well, how are you?" He replied, "You know, I'm a little tired, but none of the bad stuff matters when you're singing." And that, I think, is the best way to describe the feeling of profound peace and happiness you get when you're singing with such a connected group of people. This leads me to my second point. Music connects people like nothing else does. I want to try something with you. Now, think of a sound. It can be any sound. It can be a single note, like ah, or a small melody, like la 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 la, or a nature sound, like the sound of the wind, or the sound of the sea. Any sound that you feel represents you. Are you ready? I will count to 3 and then we'll start together. 1, 2, 3. Great job! Now, how many of you listened to the sounds that surrounded you? I see some hands. Well, that's my third point, listening. Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Listening is the key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. What I learned from my experience in the choir is that circular motion that deeply ties singing and listening. For example, if we're singing a song together, we have to listen to each other in order to make a much more harmonic and richer sound. This concept not only applies to music, but to life as well. If we listen to each other, we will not only be stronger, but also more connected to the people and the world around us. So, I invite you to go out there and listen to the people and the sounds that you live with. Because every one of us has a melody within that is worth listening to. Every voice matters, and every ear that listens to a voice is equally important. Thank you.